me show you, and actually I haven't brought this up to anybody here. Let me share my screen and I'll show you an idea I had with, this stems back to what, a month ago, we were talking to Ray and Ray had a goal to do something. And let me see, what can let me get something in the background here. And he didn't want, which I don't have no problem with. He had a different reason. He didn't take our approach, which is no problem. But let me say um, picture of ocean, whatever it is. So we during that call, I said, hey, you know what? We could have it where you use the OCR AI OCR tool and have it automatically submit a picture, and the prompt right now, if I go to preferences, is what do you see in this picture, right? So I changed the OCR tool by using a different prompt to say, just what do you see here, right? What occurred to me, this is what I love, is like, hey, I have a list of like 20 different functionalities that maybe you'd want to, they're basically 20 different prompts that if I gave AI a picture, I would have it say, hey, translate this for me. Hey, remove PII data, personal data. What, but the point is, this sucks coming in here to choose the different prompt, right?
Yeah.
But what if we, and I think a simple approach, and I'm open to a different one, is what if when we do this, when we let go, it pops up with almost like a prompt assistant menu where you choose the prompt and then it combines the two. It sends the picture with that prompt, right? So it makes it super, super easy to change your prompt, going with the picture. Does that make sense? Alternatively, we can have it where I have a hotkey that it toggles the prompt. It just goes to the next one, and the next one. You have to navigate to it that way, but I don't love that idea.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is the main problem is that you have to select at before. So it is not something that you can just do them all. Is that something that you might think about? Like, for example, you take a screenshot and have it do all the prompts one after the other. Like, for example, remove PII. No, it has to be a selection, right?
Yeah, the point is we will create a bunch of prompts first, but people can add, and one of them will be an input box where they can just type what they want.
Okay.
Right. But that way I'm trying to find the list that I have. I did it in a video there. Let me see here. Hold on. Because I had a lot of examples of.
Well, it avoids having to go in and pick the preference first and then run the tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I don't love, because you have to think ahead. Right.
Yes, right.
So I think I like that idea I showed, is where you drag it, it comes up and says, okay, which one of these prompts, and this is just a list of I brainstormed with AI of different things you might do, right? But and of course they can make their own, but we would first provide a list of, let's say, 15 different prompts, and then let users add. That's why I was thinking of like the prompt assistant approach, right, where people can add theirs.
Yeah. That sounds interesting.
And would you combine them? Or
if that's what I was thinking.
If you want to do two of them, do you
that's what I was thinking. Like imagine, Joe, that it was like checkboxes. And then you say, I do want to perform OCR, but I also want to remove PII.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't do. I would say that we already have, like here, we do have preferences for some things that you might want to have applied anyway, and I think we would just keep that, right? So some things you might want as a toggle.
No, but I think what he was referring to is
I understand what you guys are saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't think that that gets really complicated. You're just concatenating them all together?
No. Well, so it would be like, it is a list view or some sort of box, right? And then you select the ones that you want, and when you hit OK, Yeah, each of the prompts gets merged together,
Yeah.
right? As steps
I,
that you're gonna do on the image.
I still think I just don't think that's something people are going to do that often. I think more importantly, they're usually completely different. And even
Just doing
figure
one
out,
thing
right?
right at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a matter of usage and saying, oh, how often do I really need both of these? Because that extra ability to combine them slows down your process and how the ease of use. Right now, you're
and
like, oh,
actually, if you need those two, then you create one prompt that has the both.
exactly. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I get that.
Yeah. But and
Right.
again, maybe we'll go that route. I'm just because to me, with our menus and prompt assistant, it's so easy.
Right.
Right now, I have one, but when you introduce multiple, then the solutions, and we have to create a whole new tools. Right?
Yeah.
If we just packaged it with prompt assistant, we don't have to go create new tools. It's just a simple use. We tag on the menus really easily. But I thought that was anyway the general concept to be able to very quickly feed AI and change your prompt that you're trying to say, what about this? Like, I think that's really cool.